Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready? 60 out now.
Here we go, D.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a run with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 52 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Rock it. Under team now.
Off play action. Lawrence. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Off the play fake. Lawrence. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Amari Cooper, 47 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play. On 2nd down, Cook. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. These two teams all tied after 1. First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This is taken at the 3. Oh, look at the juke. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown! Chicago. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. He's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set, ready. Yr3. 58, come on. I got it. One twist. Switch.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come. Here, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. He's checking.
They run. Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
You got nothing. 49. Hey, wahoo! Go. Go. Go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, exit.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Squeeze, double.
Let go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to go down again.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
5. You're out.
Slam, slam, slam.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here we go.
From the 44, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Minnesota. Pittsburgh, 50 seconds to mine.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Cook running right. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Jackson now throwing on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work and then someone catch him at the end and pass him up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 45 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take them? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. Dobbins got some room at the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. He's coming.
Stand.
He's coming. Double up.
Defense.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Leo.
Kill. Turn up.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence flush to his right. He finds Robinson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's a gain of 35. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
49.
From the gun, Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Hey, Zoo.
49 the mic. Watch 49.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. Check, crunch, slam. Tighten up.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. On first down, Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check safety, check safety. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Keep running.
Jackson now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he is all the way up past the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Is that happening? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. On third down, Dobbins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hey. Shoot.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Amari Cooper, 56 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The first down screen pass, good for 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Going deep for Diggs. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, he's going to have the first down past the 20. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's first and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Come on, D.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, orbit.
49 the mic. Watch
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, 27 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's our time. It's our time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Jackson. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw on second and 10. Jackson. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now it's Jackson. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Quentin Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 67 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Yes. Ready.
2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Shoot.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Look at me. Snap.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Back to throw. Lawrence letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Chicago, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.